Okay, so if we want to do interpolated rendering, which is what we want to do today, and this is going to be where we begin with this, we essentially have fixed time step in the game right now. So the game updates at 50 frames per second, but the rendering loop is rendering much faster. So we can have a smooth experience while not, sorry about that, while not needing to change the, how do you say it? So we can have a smooth experience even though we're not updating as much. And so we could even go down, I'm not going to do that, but we could even go down to, let's say, 10 frames per second or something like that. And then the game would feel much more chunky. So if we go to 10 updates per second, you will start to see that the enemies start to come in very laggy, feels very laggy. And so what I want to do today is, even if we have 10 frames per second, I want to interpolate between 2 frames so that we have a bunch of rendering steps in between and it feels really good. And the way to do that is to keep track of the previous position of units and the next position of units and some more data, but we're gonna begin with the position. And in order to do that, we need to go into the struct entity, and then whenever we have the position, this is where we have to add in another variable, which is the previous position. And this is where it gets a little bit more difficult. We have position origin here. I don't know what that start position is supposed to mean. I'll probably have to... Actually, can I get rid of this? Let's test this. Aha, so I had data on the entity that was not used, which is the start position. It's not used anywhere. Can I build? Do I get errors if I build? Huh. So I do have some stuff that is not used, obviously, because I've been developing the game for so long. But let's put the previous position here. Right here. There we go. That's the first step. Hello, Cakez. Hello, bot Musti. Good morning. Optimization for a 2D game, bruv. Nokia phones can run this. The reason why we are optimizing, again, I need to reiterate this. The reason why we are optimizing our game, our tower defense game, is so that we can have a deterministic result every time we play a level. It is very important and vital in tower defense games that 2 rounds of the same mission, 2 runs of the same mission, do not result in 2 different outcomes, even if you place and upgrade your units perfectly in both situations. Because that is bad. Because now you can't even trust what you're doing anymore. It needs to be perfect. And that's why we do... Wow, look at the lag. Look at this. So we're gonna make this butter smooth today. I need to... Guys, when Cake says FPS, he actually means how many updates / ticks per second. He's a clown like that. And the value is gonna be less than 60. Yep. So he needs to interpolate the rendering, otherwise it will stutter visually. Exactly. Would a fixed delta time solve this? A fixed delta time will not... Again, a fixed delta time will not result in a fixed update. Because a fixed delta time can never be perfect, and there will always be lags on a computer, which makes the result undeterministic, which is not what we want in a tower defense game. If I was making an exploration game, fine. Totally okay, don't care. But if I make a tower defense game, if I make an RTS game, even a game like Dark Souls, 100% Dark Souls, people will get so angry if the same swing with the same dodge results in a hit sometimes and a miss sometimes. How does a fixed delta time fluctuate? No. So he's talking about the fixed delta time, meaning you fix your delta time to 60 frames per second. So you make your game wait. That doesn't work because there will always be lags. So essentially, I might have taken this wrong, but I think what he means is, let's say your rendering is so fast that you have to sleep on the main thread for a couple of milliseconds. Yeah, fixed time step for physics, delta time for renderer. Yeah, exactly.
Great to be back.
Hello, Code Green. Good morning. Anyways,
please
long story short,
shorter than 5 lines.
we're gonna work on this now.
Don't help
And we can already begin with the rendering. I need to have a better name for this. Here's the fixed update loop. There's the rendering the game. Gotcha, or let's call it unlocked rendering. And then I can search for this a bit better. And I'm sorry to have to take a break right now, but I really need to go to the bathroom. Take a look at this laggy mess. It's so bad. All right, we're right back. It's very laggy. So now, let's start with the interpolation. Where's this? Draw entity. And how do we do this? How do I know the t value here? I need to lerp between two positions, right? Drawing the entity is the important part here. How do we generate this position? Gotcha, bitch. Actually, wait. Yeah. This position here. I need a t value. So I suppose I could supply... Oh, no. Float t, maybe? T is accumulator divided by update interval. Yes. So we need to get that t value here. Or do I store this somewhere? I have access to this. Actually, I don't need to supply the t value here, I think. I mean, I could, essentially. Unlocked rendering. So I guess we do a const. Float t is game state. Accumulated. What is it called? What did I call this? It's called the update timer. Divided by the update frequency. Shit. I need to get the update frequency here. So I guess I'll put it here. Now we have the t value. Now we can supply that to the draw entity first. T. There we go. Let's mark this, and enemies T's are here. Now let's begin. We have the previous position. Oh yeah, and every time we simulate, we also need to make sure that we keep the previous position. Though for heroes that wouldn't be too difficult. Let's go to update enemy. Enemy dot previous position is enemy dot position origin. That's the first one. Boom. For enemies that would be there already. Draw entity. Let's see. Colliders. We don't draw those yet. Actually, we need that. So let's do a const vec2 position.
Am I so out of touch?
Which is...
No,
oh, man.
Schmerd just subscribed.
My man.
Big tick support for 9 years.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate it, man. Listen to some Heroes of Might and Magic 3 music. Or is it 4? 4. There we go. Let's see. Entity dot. Guys, lerp. You want me to lerp, right? We take the entity dot position origin, and we take the... Actually, wait. A and B, right? So we do entity dot previous position and the position origin, right? And then we need a t value. Is this lerp correct, Siri, here? Is this lerp correct? Case, you're gonna pay Coffee Lava or what? You literally wasted 2 hours of his life with that garbage you called interview. Fuck you. Did you see the price of Stardew Valley in Discord, Cakes? We take a look at this after this. We take a look at the Stardew Valley price. Okay? After that. I want to do this first because I think it can be done fast. Is this good lerp? Guys, is this lerp correct? Can I use this? If t is greater than 1, t minus equals 1 might be better. I mean, t could also be... Like, I should probably clamp the t between 0 and 1, right? Huh? Is this lerp correctly? Lerp no cap? Cakes, why is your chat full of haters? I don't know, Mr. Coffee Lava. I don't know what these guys have. I don't know. Cakes, bro, I've seen people play your demo. They obviously hated it. You can't call that shit a game. I delete that message. Fuck you, bitch. I compare to TCAP, it's so different.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, because these people, they just think they know, you know? They don't. They don't know. They're stupid, you know?
They are stupid, bro.
Actually dumb. It's just how it is, bruv. Oh, damn, bro. Collider. Wait, what we do here is rect collider. Don't. Position. Ah, shit. Ah, man. It's a reference. This is the position plus the entity. And then over here, that's entity. God, I'm so good at coding. Holy shit. Guys, you know, I just love coding. I don't know about you, but I don't know what it is with me and coding. It's just the best thing ever. I don't know what it is, guys. I just love that. It's so awesome. Like, I know that coding is not the best way to have on your stream, but bruh, I just love doing that. I don't know what it is. It's awesome. By the way, someone told me on YouTube that my take is wrong because I don't have curly braces like this. I have curly braces on the new line, and they told me that's why my take is wrong, and I'm a terrible programmer. He's wrong, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. Stupid Dumbo, essentially. Oh dear, people in their takes, right? No one with a secure sense of self feel the need to put random strangers down for no reason, especially for someone as arbitrary as video game skills. Yeah, exactly, it's arbitrary. Smartest programmer that ever lived. True, Odis Maxi. 100%. I'm not sure if chat wants Cakes to succeed or fail. I think they want me to succeed here.
Gotcha, bitch.
I actually think they do want me to succeed. But they're tired, like they don't understand that something like this just takes time, you know? And so they're stupid. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna use the position everywhere. Component hero. Oh, we need the light. We need to draw the light. On position plus... the offset of the rectangular collider. Over here we need to supply the position. And now the position should already be smooth. This would be the position here. What is this other shadow? This is just position. Let's see. If we are doing it correctly, now the enemies will still be yeah, right. Now they... oh, shit. I wonder what looks like... there's something wrong here for sure. Are you not setting the previous position? I am. I am, actually. On the enemy, I do. On the heroes, I don't. This is why I don't like lerp, you know, guys. So heroes shouldn't move anymore. They still move. That's some bullshit, is it? That's how my PoE playthrough looks like. Flicker Strike, by the way. True. Afonso, by the way, and Accurate for what? Thank you guys for following. I really appreciate it, bro. Welcome, my brothers. Seeing Cakez doing a game jam himself would be fun. We will do game jams in the future, yes. And I will think of really cool prizes for the game jams too. I just don't know any of them yet. Huh, interesting. Now the enemies. Damn, that looks interesting. I wonder how that works. Let's see what is the issue with the enemies. It's definitely not updating the enemy anymore. This is not happening because the game's paused. Simulate is not happening because the game's paused. But we still have this. We have the update timer. So I can put this outside. And then I just don't update at all. I don't even do frame time plus when it's paused. Essentially what I could do here, if the game's paused, we do this. If it's not paused. And then I just get rid of this. I could change that here. Right? That could work. Now we are just accumulating delta time when the game is not paused. But then this still happens, the previous position, which is odd. If it's paused, just force the lerp to 1. No, I can't force the lerp to 1 because what's happening is essentially this. Let's say I pause the game. You know, we have a pause coming in. And this is essentially the interval at which I want to update, 0.02. Okay, and so this is the... I guess... I accumulate. This is a terrible... I accumulate. And so essentially what I do is it keeps running here. Keeps running. It goes and goes and goes and goes. And therefore the lerp, the t value, you know, which is supposed to be in between here, just it keeps going and going and going. And therefore it switches between the two positions. And so let's say I pause the game here at this value. This needs to be stable. Is position origin the current position? Yes. Position origin is the current position. I mean, we could take a look, but yes. 65 on the y coordinate 54. The y coordinate moves a lot, right? 54. Remember 54, okay? The hero is just slightly below 54, if it's correct. If that's correct. Now, we can go to update hero. Take a look at his position.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Ashen Hobbs just subscribed. Big tick support for 22 years.
Interesting.
CK0:250.
I wrote a memory save Snake game this month. Took me like 4 weeks.
R7.
Thank you.
R6 CK0:250. CK0:250. R7.
Thank you very much for the money.
Awkward monkey.
Thank you very much for the money. Well, the code for Undertale isn't that good either. I think Cakez is a better programmer than Toby Fox, yet Undertale is a massive success. As odd as it may seem, I think good programming is not equal success. Exactly. That's true. 100%. And so what is ultimately important is how your game plays. And so that's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying to make my game as good as possible, as playable as possible. Okay, guys, I can't do this with that many enemies. So what we're gonna do is round 0. We'll enable this round again. And we spawn just one enemy shambler. And restart. I don't know what's happening, but for some reason... this is too much. Let's try this in one round. When is the shambler spawning? There he is. There is the shambler. So why is the shambler moving up all the time? There's got to be something that happens here, right? Let's see. So the previous position is nothing, actually. Why? I knew this. I knew this. You guys want to know why? Fuck, I knew this was gonna happen. It's this shit right here. This is essentially, this also causes a lot of bugs because the data is reset. This is done so changes to the enemy stats are updated in-game immediately. Hate that shit. Fucking hate that shit. Where's the position? Where am I updating the position origin? There we go. Should be the first one. Shit code. Well, how do I update the stats for the enemy? And the abilities? I mean, what do I really need? I need the abilities and the stats, do I? Maybe the buffs. When I update. Enemy dot previous position is previous position. Alright, so now it should work. Thank God. Oh, look at this. 10 frames per second. 10 frames per second. Now, round 1. Let's go back here. Get rid of this. There's more issues that we have though. This is just running the enemies. Now this is a pixel art game. And you might be able to tell that they are... I mean, they do look animated. So here's a question. How do I explain this? Let's say this is our update interval. Right? Fixed update. This is the fixed update. And let's say we're talking about the animation index. Animation. Over here, it's 0. Over here, it's 2. Because the animation is so fast. Should I lerp between the two as well? Because it's just animating the unit? Should there be lerping happening? What is your guys' opinion on that? I'd keep all the animation code inside the renderer. So you're saying I should animate the unit outside? It just grabs the necessary logic data to which animation to play. Cakez, thoughts on this? But Toby Fox managed to finish his game. Cakez is nowhere near 3 years of his first skill tree and it's barely done. He wants 20 skill trees and the whole world map filled with levels. Last week he balanced the game and all he managed to do was change 3 floats. Feature creep is a fair criticism. Cakez gotta be careful he doesn't get stuck into development hell. It's already in development hell. His demo was updated 2 years ago and was more feature complete than his current game. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, and you're stupid, actually, but it's fine. No, I'm doing fine, actually. To be honest, I'm doing fine for my first game in C++, so you're totally wrong. Okay, I don't have something like Game Maker or Unity to help me out. I make the engine at the same time as my game, and the developer for Stardew Valley took 4.5 years. So how about you eat a dick and put this finger in your ass, you dumbass, okay? Let's move on, because you're currently just interrupting me, okay? You're interrupting my flow state, bitch. Let's go. What was this? Interpolated? No, it wasn't interpolated. Shit. What was rendering again? It is called unlocked rendering, yeah. Do people in development hell know they are in development hell? Mm-hmm. You couldn't use the engines probably, that's why you don't use them. No, I was not having fun. I can use engines. I don't have fun, bro. That's the difference. I do not have fun. Anyways, guys, let's move on. You're telling me that I shouldn't animate my unit in the fixed time step, but I should animate the unit in the renderer? So you're telling me that I should do this here? This code should be called in the rendering code. I'm not very confident in that statement. It's just a feeling. I don't think... This is used for enemies. This is used for enemies running. That's how I do it as well, yes. A real Superco is more credible than TCAP. And this is for attacking, which I do not have anymore, by the way, on my enemies. I don't like this, guys. No. So... No, I don't think so. No, like, so listen. The animation index determines when to attack. I need to simulate that. At least in my game. The animation index is a determining factor when to attack. Yeah, when to attack. Though, let's be honest here. Let's do a simple calculation. Let's say we have 10 animation frames. Okay? 10 frames. Now, how fast would the animation need to be playing in order for this to even be possible that we can jump from animation index 0 to 2? While not in fixed update. So fixed update is 0.02. Okay? This is how much time we have to go from one animation index to another one. And so let's say we want to jump 2 animation frame indexes in this time. That would mean, if we have 10 frames per second, and we... Oh, how do we do that even? I think it's 10 divided by 0.01. Correct? No, wait. How do we do this? How do I calculate this, guys? I need to visualize that problem. It's difficult. Wait, so if I have 10 frames, like the number of frames don't really matter, do they? But let's say I have a lot of frames, 10 frames. And I see, so let's say I have 10 frames, right? No, stop it. Let's say I have 10 frames. And I take those 10 frames and I divide them by 0.02. That's 500. I don't understand what 500 means. Use a meta formula. Well, I'm trying to... Wait, so let's see here. No, actually, it's 10. And I multiply that by 0.02. The time step for each frame. That's 0.2. So that means the minimum attack speed, or the minimum speed for to go through an entire animation is 0.2. That means it is 5 casts per second, 1/5 of a second, or 5 casts per second. So the minimum that I can go to if I have 10 animation frames, and so that would mean, for example, and I love this, you know, that's why we can calculate this, because that's not gonna change. If, let's say, for example, you see this guy is attacking here. It's a little bit confusing, but it's essentially this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames per second. 5 frames per second. That's how it is. In this case, 5 would mean half as much, so 0.1. Usually my enemies will have a higher value than 0.2 or 0.1 for casts per second. I don't think I need this at all. I think I'm going to implement the animation index lerping if I need it. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. I don't think we need to do this. So that's number 1. And then the next thing would be... draw sword, draw weapon that has a weapon position in the weapon data. We need to interpolate that too. Vector 2, previous position. There we go. Now, why do we need this? Because this is what it looks like when we attack with a weapon. You see how slow that is? You see how slow the weapon is animated here? Look at that. Kind of bad, right? Wow. See how slow this is. So, we're now going to interpolate that. Draw weapon. So that would be const float weapon position. And draw weapon takes in a t value. Const float t. Weapon position is lerp between the hero.weapon-data.previous position and hero.weapon-data.weapon position and the t value. There we go. And then we take the weapon position here.
Gotcha, bitch.
And the same thing holds true for the projectile position. Proj position takes the weapon. Oh, then we need a previous, I guess we call this weapon position. And the projectile position has a previous proj position. There we go. Previous weapon position. And the previous proj position. That's the proj position. Very nice. Lerp between those. Is there an issue here? Huh? Why is this complaining now, all of a sudden? Did I do something wrong? Am I blind? Well, let's pretend that this just works. And we have the proj position here. The trail. Float. Huh? Ah, sorry about that. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Proj? Didn't you watch the code aesthetic video? Yeah, I did. The collider. Do I need to lerp the position of the collider too? Let's check an update weapon. I mean, the collider is only happening here. It takes the weapon position. If the collider is always where the weapon position is. Hello, Diamond. Good morning. I think I'm just not gonna do the collider at the moment. It's fine. Okay, let's see if the weapon feels better now. Wait, actually, we have an error. Ah, yeah, it needs the T value here. Awesome. Happy to see my 14th favorite streamer online. E, Proj. Where's E? I don't have E at all. Where's E? You're wrong. You're lying. Eh? Is it your first game or is it not? You said your demo counts as a first game. No, I never said that. You like, why am I even talking to this fucking moron? I never said that my demo was my first game. I said, idiot, that I've already released a game to the public. Do you understand? That's a different thing. I've already released something. Okay? I've already given my stuff to the outside world to shit on me. Okay? 99% of people do not have that. Okay, bruv. Yeah, that's fine. The previous position is not updated. In update weapon, we need to put the... Guys, that's totally fine. That's normal. We need to set the weapon position. Hero.weapon data dot previous position is hero.weapon data dot position. Weapon position. And the same holds true for the projectile position. There we go. Cool. Now it shouldn't do this anymore. Look at this, guys. 10 frames per sec. Guys, do you realize that the game is currently updating at 10 steps per second? There's 10 updates per second happening. Oh. Oh, that looks real weird. I know why, though. I know why. Okay, wait. It needs easing? No. There's more issues happening. The reason why this happens is because I can't actually do this in 10 frames per second with this one. I can't do this. Well, because I would need to store more stuff. So, for example, in the sword case, let's take a look at the swing here. What I'm doing is I'm rotating the direction. I'm storing an angle, so I would need to have a previous angle and a current angle to lerp between the two, essentially. I would need to do this. I'm storing the weapon position as well. And so, yeah, I guess I would need a previous position as well. Maybe the angle is all I need. Let's try that. Weapon angle. Swing data. Shit. Don't I store the weapon angle here somewhere? Yes, I do. Let's try its previous weapon angle. Let's test this. Let's try that. And then in the draw weapon, I guess it's here. Let's call it const float weapon angle. It's the previous weapon angle and the current. Previous weapon angle And the current weapon angle. See if that works. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I would have to do the same thing for the projectile. Oh, and the collider, of course. But let's see. Yeah. We sneeze together, Cakes. How is it called? Not congratulations. Bless you, Mr. Azen. Let's see. Maybe this looks better. Rough. Okay. That's odd. Certainly odd. No. It doesn't really update the position. That doesn't look correct to me. That does not look correct to me. Why is the brother making it look perfect at 10 ticks per second? Stalling much? Well, I thought it would be possible, but I guess it's not possible to make it pixel perfect. We have 10 frames per second, 10 updates. So I guess we'll go back to 50. Thank you very much for following, Romeo. Good morning. And Play Effect, good morning too. This is bad. This is fucking bad. Update weapon? No. Draw? No. Update weapon. So previous weapon angle doesn't do anything, so we get rid of that, by the way. And then the previous weapon position. Over here, once we are done, we need to have an if check if this, excuse me, if we don't have this, it's the same as vec to 0. If we don't have a vector, then we need to set the previous position here. Because that will remove the flickering, essentially. Just wait. Yeah, okay, so we fix that now. And then for some reason, I did escape here, then all of a sudden they were gone. That's odd. Yo, thanks for the stream, Cakes. Coffee Lava is online. I'm gonna watch that instead. Good luck with game dev. Yeah, it's fine. You can watch him for an hour. There we go. Bitch. Alright. Does it break if FPS is lower than the tick rate? No, it will just update more. Our ban, that's new. Yeah. Uncalled for? No. Absolutely not uncalled for. That's what I was getting at. He labels his game whenever he feels confident. I think it's a big reason Cakes is doing it the hard way because he likes the progress. If so, releasing a successful game isn't necessarily his highest priority. You know, the whole lore of the craft thing. No, guys, I want to make a good game. What are you talking about? I know my game's not good enough yet. What are you talking about? I can release a shitty game, but why? What for? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Okay, let's see. So, now that we have this, I think it looks good enough. For now. We have interpolated rendering for some of the units and for the sword as well. It's not perfect, but at least it doesn't look bad anymore. And now we can have more frames per second and it feels smoother.